Well, here I am at Hunt Lake Trailhead. My plan is to set up my tent somewhere just off the trail. I want to give winter camping a shot. I haven't done winter camping in a long time, so I'm going to try to test out my gear and see how it goes. I haven't done a lot of winter camping. I remember the first time I went winter camping, I was probably 15. And me and my friend took our snowmobiles and went out into the pasture, community pasture somewhere, and set up camp. We didn't have any tent or anything. We had a tarp and a couple of blankets. And we made a fire, and we managed to stay warm, survive the night even though it was down to minus 20 or so. Other than that, I did a 500-mile section hike on the Appalachian Trail, and I started towards the end of February, and there we ran into some snow and some cold nights where it got down to minus 10 or so. So I've had a little experience, but I want to give this a shot, see if this is something that I can do and that I would enjoy doing, because we have long winters here in Manitoba and we got to find ways to get outside and enjoy ourselves, that's for sure. Hunt Lake, it's frozen over. I don't think I trust the ice yet. We haven't had a lot of cold weather yet this fall, so, but it's beautiful. I broke through the ice one time when I was a teenager. I was exploring around the beaver house, and of course I did know that the ice is thinner around the house because the beavers are always out and about underneath the water. But being a teenager, I pushed my luck and I broke through the ice. Fortunately, it was only up to my chest and it wasn't running water or anything. I was able to get out, but did make for a really cold walk home, I'll tell you that. So I prefer to play it on the safe side when it comes to walking on ice. I really don't like being wet in the winter outside. It's not my idea of fun. So I'm hiking on what they call the old loop, I guess. Hunt Lake Trail used to be a loop trail, and then the loop that goes into the Ontario side of the border was discontinued. There was some logging happening out there actually. I did this trail about 2 years ago, and there wasn't much for markings. You could still make out the trail in most places, but apparently it's been reflagged and people are hiking it again, so that's awesome. It's a beautiful trail. Here's one of the old trail signs. Seen its better days. Boundary. I guess this is the Ontario-Manitoba boundary, and points the way to Indian Bay is that way. Well, I made it to the creek. I wanted to set up camp here somewhere, see if I can find a flat spot. pretty though. Make my way across the bridge. So I found a good spot to set up my tent right here, right alongside the creek. This will be just perfect. Creek is just right over here. You see the bridge. Comes from that way. Very pretty. Oh, I got my fire going. Tent's nicely set up. Winter is a difficult time for people who struggle with depression. There were a few winters I just didn't think I'd make it through during my worst years of depression. And I remember thinking to myself, I can never do that again. I am never going to go through another winter again. That's just too hard. And I think the reason is, you know, you have so little daylight hours, you don't get sunshine, and you're cooped up inside. And so I've been working at, you know, finding ways to get outside more in the winter time, just to get some sunlight during the daylight time hours, to make sure I get out at least a little bit every day, get some daylight, some sunshine. It just makes such a huge difference in maintaining your mood. But yeah, winter is a hard time for people who struggle with depression, and so we have to find ways to get outdoors, to get into nature. That really helps. I know going for hikes in the wintertime, cross-country skiing, things like that just really help. Well, I'm packed up, ready to go. Got to put out the fire and head my way back to the car. I have to say I really enjoyed this. Well, definitely a nice, bright, sunny day today. Sure is beautiful out here right now. Most of this trail is through the thick of the bush, but here's a nice little open stretch. Somebody has come along and cut off some of the worst of the branches. The trail has been flagged, so whoever did that, thank you very much. It's very much appreciated.